Hi everyone, I'm Elise Martinez in tonight for Beth and CJ. We begin tonight with a frightening hostage situation in Colorado. A standoff at a Planned Parenthood in Colorado Springs ended just a short time ago. Here's Lana Zach with the latest.
Finally, after more than 4 hours, the suspect is in police custody. He says he acted alone.
It was a tense scene. SWAT teams, tactical units, and lines of ambulances outside a Planned Parenthood in Colorado Springs. A shooter on the loose, hostages inside. Chaos, confusion. Initial reports that the shooter was contained, later revised.
We do not have the shooter at this point.
Finally, just around 5 p.m. local time, the news everyone had waited for.
The perpetrator is in custody. The situation has been resolved.
Police say there's an unknown number of civilians injured, among them several police officers. Just before noon, police dispatch picked up the terrifying report. Juan Mutolina's sister was inside the Planned Parenthood.
There were some guys shooting.
Did she see him?
Yeah.
What did she say about him?
Yeah, she was hiding.
Nearby businesses and shoppers told to shelter in place. Police still unclear on the shooter's motivation.
And police were apparently able to shout at the shooter and convince him to surrender. Now 11 people are on their way to area hospitals, 5 of them members of law enforcement. Live in Washington, Lana Zach, ABC News. Back to you.
Now to the shopping madness known as Black Friday. Bargain buyers across the nation are out hunting for the best deals. In New York City, 15,000 shoppers made their way into the Macy's flagship store in Manhattan. In Frosty, Colorado, a holiday storm not stopping these shoppers, many of them eyeing electronics. The number crunchers say Thanksgiving Day and today, Black Friday, are 2 of the best days of the year for deals. But even if you don't want to be out in the middle of the crowds, you can cash in on some deals online.
There's so many sales online that it's almost like there's no point in actually being bombarded by other human beings in stores.
Experts say that more than 100 million people are expected to shop until Sunday. Here at home, shoppers were up early and out the door looking for holiday bargains. News Channel 3 senior reporter John Palmenteri saw them at midnight and this morning.
Dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know.
With an upbeat feel to this year's holiday shopping, by midday, a Los Alamos resident was already sacked and ready for some rest.
Well, there's some in the car already. It was getting a little heavy.
Parking lots were full and shopping districts were swamped with people looking for bargains, especially in the higher range.
Yeah, the best deal is 50 or 70% off. Yeah.
Did you find that?
Yeah, a lot of things.
60% definitely. So 40 to 60 definitely.
That particular jacket was an extra 25% off of an already sale price. So it was a pretty good deal.
You couldn't walk away from it?
No, couldn't.
For those visiting here from Europe, the dollar exchange is not usually a deal, but with the discounts...
50%, 60,
but
70.
The dollar is a bit expensive.
Compared to Norwegian crowns, the dollar is expensive.
But you get the discounts too.
Yeah.
Better?
Yeah.
Today is very good with Black
Very
Friday.
good with Black Friday.
And then there were those who did not want to be seen shopping where they live.
We're from Los Angeles, and we come every year, day after Thanksgiving, board the train and shop, and then go back home.
And they all your Christmases.
Outdoor retailer REI is taking the opposite approach for Black Friday. All of its locations, including here in Santa Barbara, were closed today. Employees were encouraged to get outside. As Black Friday crowds battled it out over door-busting deals, the doors at REI in Santa Barbara were locked tight.
Black Friday has arrived.
Modern tradition, Black Friday.
The outdoor recreation retailer gave its employees a paid day off. REI's top exec saying Black Friday, quote, has gotten out of hand. So workers were encouraged to escape the madness and go outside and play.
The last thing I want to do is go shopping.
The opt-outside enthusiasm spread to local hiking trails.
And I love that REI cares enough about their employees that they would do that for them.
And some hope more retailers follow REI's lead next year.
I am more prone to shop at REI now that they've done this rather than if they had not.
In all, 143 REI stores nationwide closed today. About 12,000 employees were off. We'll pull out an extra blanket. The cold spell is sticking around. Widespread freeze warnings are in effect across the state. And at California's ski resorts, people couldn't be happier. On Wednesday, Truckee received at least 6 inches of snow in just 24 hours. Well, we have our own advisories in effect. Time now for our first look at weather. Let's turn to News Channel 3 Chief Meteorologist Alan Rose.
Hi, Elise. Yeah, cold out there again this evening, and it's going to be very cold during the overnight hours. Currently, we're sitting in the upper 50s from Oxnard westward into Santa Barbara and Goleta. A little cooler than that north across the mountains. We're at 52 in Santa Ynez, 50 in Paso, and already down to 43 in Cuyama. Now, later tonight out across the Cuyama Valley and in those interior valleys in San Luis Obispo County, we will find ourselves back under a hard freeze warning. Temps at or below 28 degrees for at least 2 hours. And this can significantly damage some plants and be harmful to pets. Now, these same areas were under a freeze warning this morning, back under it again early tomorrow morning. Overnight temps in the upper 20s to lower 30s. Again, you want to bring in the pets and the small plants. Put them into the garage, or at least the pets, bring them inside the house and let them snuggle up with you for the night. And out across the Central Coast, here we go again, another frost advisory for these areas. And frost can damage some of that sensitive vegetation. Here's a quick first look at your Saturday morning lows. 25 in Paso Robles, 27 in Cuyama, down to the upper 20s in Santa Ynez, 30 in Ojai, 30 in Lompoc, and down to 32 out towards Orcutt and Santa Maria. And I'll be back in a few minutes. We'll talk about the cold weather and your extended forecast and let you know how long it sticks around and if we're tracking any rainfall over the next 7 days. Elise, back to you.
Alan, see you in a bit. Heating and cooling companies are taking more calls because of the cold temperatures. News Channel 3's Corey James joins us live in Pismo Beach. And Corey, one of the contractors told you costly repairs can be avoided.
Yeah, Elise, he says maintenance is key. Before he came to this animal clinic right behind me here in Pismo Beach, he says he spent about 3 hours working in the attic of a home in Arroyo Grande, where he says the owner spent quite a bit of money just to get his furnace working properly again. Now, it is that time of the year when folks are keeping windows closed to trap in heat to stay cozy during winter season. But when that one thing, the furnace that keeps the warmth circulating around the house, does not work, urgent calls are made to people like Steve Chenoweth. He says the common question he usually gets from those requesting calls of service is, how soon can you get here?
I've already put in 2 heaters this week, and I got 2 heaters for next week. You know, it's just going on.
Now, Chenoweth says replacing a heating system is costly, usually starting at around $3,000, but he says just to have it serviced, meaning getting the filters changed and making sure it's firing up the right sequence, costs around $100 or less. Now, Chenoweth says furnaces are a lot more complex than how they were years ago. Coming up in the next hour, hear why. He says do-it-yourselfers should leave the work of repairing furnaces to the professionals. I'll have that part of the story for you coming up tonight at 6. For now, we're live here in Pismo Beach. Corey James, News Channel 3.
Okay, thank you, Corey. 2 suspects were taken into custody at gunpoint in Santa Barbara. It happened near the 5 Points Shopping Center at La Cumbre and State early this morning. The Santa Barbara Sheriff's Department and Santa Barbara Police were both on scene to pin down the suspects. Few details have been released, but the suspects reportedly ran from a stolen vehicle. An inmate at the Santa Barbara County Jail has died. 49-year-old Johnny DeWitt of Santa Maria was in the medical section of the jail. He was there since September 28th on several charges of criminal threats, unlawful possession of ammunition, and drug possession. Yesterday, he collapsed and later died at the hospital. France is mourning and honoring those killed in the November 13th attacks. In neighboring Belgium, investigators are still searching for 2 terror suspects. Deborah Pata reports from Brussels.
It took over 10 minutes to read 130 names.
Nick Alexander.
They ranged in age from 17 to 63. They were daughters and sons, parents and friends. Then a minute of silence to remember the moment when ISIS stormed the Bataclan concert hall, killing nearly 90 people, and blew themselves up outside restaurants and bars in Paris, killing many more. French President François Hollande then moved from a very emotional ceremony to a renewed declaration of war against ISIS.
À vous tous.
I promise you solemnly, he said, that France will do everything to destroy the army of fanatics who carried out these crimes. And here in Belgium, police continue their manhunt for 2 Paris suspects. After 5 days of police raids, they are no closer to finding them. Salah Abdeslam and Mohamed Abrini are still on the run.
In Germany, a man was arrested on suspicion of supplying weapons to the Paris gunmen. A further 2 Germans were also arrested, but as has become the familiar pattern, they were released very quickly without being charged. Deborah Pattis, Brussels, Belgium.
The White House fence jumper who spent his Thanksgiving in Secret Service custody made his first court appearance today. Joseph Caputo is seen climbing the fence wearing leather gloves and wrapped in an American flag yesterday. Caputo is also carrying a notebook in his mouth. The woman who took these photos tweeted, quote, "I heard him take a deep breath and whisper, 'All right, let's do this,' and went for it." The Secret Service officers say no weapons were found on Caputo. And coming up, the last cruise ship of the season is spending a few days off the coast of Santa Barbara. And debris from a U.S.-made rocket washes up on an island off the coast of England. These stories plus your weekend forecast right after the break.
Live, Beth Farnsworth, CJ Ward, and Chief Meteorologist Alan Rose. This is KEYT News Channel 3, where the news comes first.
At News Channel 3, we know you hate ripoffs. No one wants to see the bad guy win. When you hear about cover-ups and wasted tax dollars, you want something done about it. And that's why I'm here.
He's tracked down scams, saved homes and jobs, uncovered waste, and gotten hundreds of thousands of your dollars back. He's CJ Ward, the only investigative reporter on local television. News Channel 3 investigations are watching out for you. Click or call and put CJ to work for you.
Deciding to go forward with a hip replacement has changed my life. Thanks to Cottage and to the gifted staff there, I can do anything that I want to do. I felt so comfortable with the people that were caring for me, and frankly, the process went even faster than I thought it would. The hip pain went away right away. I got world-class care. I didn't need to leave town to get it. I just went down the road from my house. Goleta Valley Cottage Hospital. Life where you love it.
It's Sit and Sleep's biggest Black Friday sale in our history was our longest free financing deal ever. 5 whole years. Finance luxury sets from Tempur-Pedic, iComfort, Beautyrest, Sealy, and Serta, and pay as little as $1.20 a day. Plus save up to 50% off America's favorite brands and get free local delivery. So get 5 years of interest-free financing during Sit and Sleep's biggest Black Friday sale ever. Sit and Sleep will beat anyone's advertised price, or your mattress is free.
Next week, the great Made in America Christmas is back.
Is there anything made in America on the list this year?
On the hunt for your one gift that will deliver joy and American jobs.
World News Tonight.
Viewers to the rescue. Are you in on World News Tonight with David Buer?
And we have some breaking news out of Seattle, Washington. This is a live picture of a Black Lives Matter protest. A Seattle police officer was injured and 2 protesters have been arrested during the protest and march around the downtown Seattle shopping district. Protesters reportedly disrupted the Christmas tree lighting ceremony. And the final cruise ship of the year, the Ruby Princess, is docked off of Stearns Wharf. It can carry over 3,000 passengers and crew members. There have been a total of 27 cruise ship stops this year. The city estimates that it would boost the local economy by $250,000. Guests coming ashore take wine country tours, visit downtown, see the Funk Zone waterfront, and local sites like the courthouse and the Mission. In spring, the cruise ships make their return. have to say, Alan, I've worked with you for 10 years,
Yes.
and we're finally sharing the desk together, and I feel like I finally have made it.
It's wonderful. Welcome.
It's good to see you. Thank you.
Good to see you too up here. Usually we're sitting behind the cameras.
Cracking jokes.
To check. Yeah, usually
That's
cracking
right.
jokes. You're right.
Well, what's up for the weather?
So cold out there this morning. Again, cold out there by tomorrow morning. Santa Barbara, we saw a low 46 today. The Almanac page tells the number 64, the daytime high. Not threatening any records with the cold, but we're going to see some much colder air located across the valleys in Santa Barbara County and to our north and south. Tonight, it's already there's already evidence of that. It's 56 in Santa Barbara, but it's 51 in Ojai, 43 in Cuyama, 52 in Santa Ynez, and 55 in San Luis Obispo. Just a few spots that are showing double-digit wind speeds. That would be out towards Goleta on the south coast and Oxnard. Otherwise, winds not really much of an issue. In Santa Barbara, your planner forecast will call for westerly winds 10 to 15 through about midnight. Temperatures rapidly cooling down now that the sun is set, and by tomorrow morning, bundle up early for the shopping, the errands. Maybe you're doing the Christmas tree tomorrow. 43 degrees at 7 o'clock, and even by noon, only up to the lower 60s. Now, earlier today, we did again see those puffy cumulus clouds, and still even across the south coast, some of those clouds have drifted southward. We are seeing partly to mostly cloudy skies out there in southern and eastern parts of Santa Barbara County. And much like what we saw last night, another round of shower and snow shower activity out towards Big Bear and Running Springs. The mountains just to the west of Palm Springs getting a little bit of snow as well, and out across parts of San Diego and Orange counties. The big action, though, well to the east, a lot of heavy rainfall tonight across parts of Arkansas, Missouri, into Illinois and Indiana, even as far south as Dallas, Texas. Look at northern parts of the state. Amarillo seeing some mixed precipitation and freezing rain. So a sign that winter-like precipitation is here, but winter not yet making its way into the northern hemisphere. Low pressure keeps its place across the Great Basin through the weekend, and that keeps those cold overnight temperatures going and those cool to mild daytime highs. Now, even though the low is in close proximity, we'll still see mostly clear to partly cloudy skies through the weekend. So there's no rain threat here locally for the next couple of days, but for some that could change as we head towards next week. So looking at your Saturday forecast, have a good one out there. 30s and 40s to start the day, 60s for the afternoon. Should be a bright and beautiful day at that. Keep in mind we do have those frost advisories and freeze warnings in the valleys and across the central coast early tomorrow, but through the afternoon hours, temperatures will moderate nicely. We'll see some low to mid 60s, 65 in Santa Paula and 67 in Camarillo. Looking at 67 in Santa Barbara by Sunday, 68 by Monday, and then those 70s make a comeback early next week. So we are tracking a slow and steady warming phase. That'll continue through about Wednesday, and then we cool things back down. Overall, a quiet weather pattern through about Wednesday, Thursday. But you'll notice for some of these 7-day forecasts, at least Paso Robles, Sandy Ynez, Lompoc, there's a chance that we could get a little bit of wet weather next Friday, but it doesn't look to be a major storm. Again, the big story for the next coming days, those cold nights.
I don't like them.
You don't like it?
No. I'm a 70s girl. If I'm in the 70s, I'm good to go.
Growing up in Southern California will do that
spoiled.
to you, right?
I'm spoiled.
Exactly.
Thank you, Alan.
All right.
Well, Hollywood doesn't stop for the Thanksgiving holiday. Here's Mary Maloney with the latest.
Hello, it's me, Adele.
Adele is going on tour. The superstar singer announced the details in a Facebook message to fans.
UK, Ireland, Sweden, Norway.
But before you get too excited, listen up. Adele isn't coming to the U.S. She will only cover parts of the UK and Europe.
I know when that hotline bling.
Adele told E-Talk she wants to do a remix with Drake. When the Hotline Bling singer heard the news, he told reporters he would do anything with her, even her laundry. He also Instagrammed this cartoon of the pair. One Direction is Instagramming pictures fans can feast on, including this snap of Liam Payne in an apron.
Joseph, born in London, enjoys eating Google.
For the first time in 13 years, Adam Sandler is giving us a new version of the Hanukkah song, including a whole host of new celebs who celebrate those 8 crazy nights.
Harry Potter and his magic wand.
For Hollywood Minute, I'm Mary Maloney.
A huge chunk of a U.S. space rocket showed up off the coast of England. The piece was pulled out of the water and towed to shore near the Isles of Scilly on Thursday. Coast Guards believe it's from the unmanned SpaceX Falcon 9. It exploded shortly after takeoff from Cape Canaveral in June. Video shows fishermen hosing down the fuselage, revealing the U.S. flag. An NFL superstar turns into a prankster. See how Patriots quarterback Tom Brady spooked his kids for Turkey Day. That's all coming up.
For life's most cherished moments, nobody says I do like we do. Jewelry Couture, the bridal store. Fine Swiss watches and gifts. Ventura.
Get the Charter Spectrum Triple Play. It's more than meets the eye. With over 200 free HD channels available, it's the most HD you can get. Instant access to over 10,000 on-demand movies and shows. Plus the Charter app for live TV that jumps to mobile devices in any room. All for $29.99 a month plus free DVR service. Switch to Charter Spectrum Internet. Faster than the speed of WOW. Take off with 60 megs of speed. Bandwidth that lets multi-people multitask, stream movies, play games, watch videos, and share Vines all at once. No slowdowns. Shazam! For only $29.99 a month. Just call 877-959-1634. Then pick up Charter Spectrum Voice for unlimited local and long-distance calling. And catch this. No drop calls. Stuck in a contract? Charter pays up to $500 to get you out. Charter Spectrum TV, Internet, and Voice, $29.99 a month each. Plus free DVR service. Call 877-959-1634.
It's my 100th birthday.
Happy 100th birthday, Frank.
Hey, let's do a show. We'll sing.
I'll tell some jokes. You'll have some laughs.
Oh, that sounds great, Pally. It's gonna be swinging, babe.
Celebrate Frank Sinatra's 100th birthday with Sandy Hackett's Rat Pack Christmas. December 5th at the Thousand Oaks Civic Arts Plaza and December 8th and 9th at the Granada in Santa Barbara. Tickets at the box offices and theaterleague.com.
We'll have a ring-a-ding time, baby.
At Channel 3, you're part of the family.
Channel 3!
Show us your life, your family, what's going on in your community, and your view of local news. Just upload your shots to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And don't forget to add the tag, #KEYTFamily. Or you can email us at KEYTFamily@KEYT.com. #KEYTFamily. Because we're in this together.
For life's most cherished moments, nobody says I do like we do. Jewelry Couture, the bridal store. Fine Swiss watches and gifts. Ventura.
The all-new Barber RV is now located in the Ventura Auto Center and is the newest member of the Kirby Auto Group.
Well, the finance experience was great. They approved us right away. Within a day or two, we had our RV.
Great service, awesome people that work here, always a smile.
I would highly recommend them, and I do, to a lot of my friends.
Enjoy gigantic grand opening discounts on all new and used recreational vehicles today at the all-new Barber RV on the 101 Freeway, Johnson Drive exit, Ventura Auto Center.
We pay the sales tax Black Friday and Saturday at Orchard Supply Hardware. Find incredible buys throughout the store for entertaining, giving, and decorating. Make the holidays happen all through the house when we pay the sales tax, only at Orchard Supply Hardware.
I'm on my way to my creative writing class. I started it when I moved to Vista Del Monte. Oh, that's one of the things I love about this community. We're a soulful bunch that look out for each other. But we're friends for life. And there's so much here. But there's even a full continuum of care if I ever need it. Now, if all of this sounds like it could be your kind of place, take a closer look at vistadelmonte.org.
It's the Ford 96-hour sell-a-thon. It all starts 6 a.m. Black Friday morning and ends on Cyber Monday. With friends and neighbors pricing, you can lease a Fusion for just $199 a month. Better hurry.
The Black Friday sales event is on at Perry Ford. Lease a new Ford Fusion with tech package for only $199 a month with zero down, zero due at signing, and zero first month's payment. It's Perry Ford's Black Friday sales event going on now.
Perry's got it all.
At Perry Ford, friends and neighbors pricing means you can get into a new F-150 for $9,638 below MSRP. Friends of Perry Ford get more. Hurry to Perry Ford today.
Perry's got it all.
Imagine a bathroom where you'll never have to scour or scrub another grout line again. Oh, it's constructed from state-of-the-art products in a dazzling array of stylish designer colors and patterns. From Rebath, your full bathroom remodeler, where beauty meets reliability. And best of all, getting it is easy, convenient, and affordable. Call today for a free in-home consultation or visit rebath.com.
With the Patriots dominating, quarterback Tom Brady has a lot to be thankful for. So for Thanksgiving, the future Hall of Famer decided to dress up like a turkey, hide in a pile of leaves, and scare the living daylights out of his kids. Watch his daughter just took a fall. He posted the video to his Facebook page where throngs of loyal Pats fans praised the prank. I think that is hilarious, and I know my 4-year-old, he loves to be scared. So he would want me to do that, but he'd say, do it again, do it again. So I'd have to get back in the leaves and jump out. But
would you dress as a turkey?
Sure. I would do anything for that kid.
Entertain Pat.
Yeah, well, who likes to be scared? I don't. But every
I'm not a big fan.
No,
not a big fan
me
either.
neither.
Yeah, as I've gotten older, kind of lost the thrill.
Yeah, it's lost the thrill for me too.
When you're a kid, it's still fun. Let's take a final look at the forecast. Bundle up tonight because it is going to be cold out there. 43 in Santa Barbara, 37 in Goleta. Now, areas such as Lompoc and Santa Maria, you're under a frost advisory during the overnight hours. Santa Ynez under a freeze warning, as we could see several hours on end with temperatures at or below freezing. This can be harmful to our pets, so bring them in for the night, and it can damage some of the sensitive vegetation. And tomorrow we'll see a chilly start to an otherwise beautiful day. Highs warming into the low to mid 60s. So some great weather to get out there and hike and spend time with family. Don't let the cold deter you. Just dress in layers.
Just bundle up.
Bundle up.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for joining us at 5. World News Tonight with David Muir is next.